Hello everyone, Kurt over here, and welcome back to another episode from Hovetter Labs. Today we're going to have a special in regards to a specific range time that myself and other people within our training lands got to do the other day, and that was deploying arms with wearing partial kit of equipment, and we're talking sharp arms here of either arming swords, swords that are longer, and daggers that are worn on arming belts. For this purpose of training. The minimum was to wear just some type of like body armor, like a breastplate or a brigandine setup. And then the maximum was to wear, and also gauntlets. We wanted to make sure we had a little bit of that right there as far as like limitations of hands. But the maximum was gauntlets, body armor, and then leg harness, because those are all adding different things. We explored two different sets of operations here. It was like one is being in a neutral stance and being able to deploy some of the sword in one hand plays. What that feels like in and out of a scabbard, and then also getting a dagger into place and getting to certain grapple points. A couple things about this right here that I think is really interesting is that, once again, we're looking at a target. It's not a piece of tatami or a cardboard tube. I specifically utilize a archery target because you have 5 targets on it. In the future, we plan to put a breastplate up there and then work to try to find where to hit somebody, because I think that's a big part about this right here that's so important. We have the 2 upper and the lower, which for us simulates the hips and the shoulders, or the armpits, where you might have to stick somebody with a sword and a dagger in a historical context. And that made this, because we're no longer hitting center mass, like how we hit matters. And also what we're carrying to be able to deploy this also matters. So that was the first operation right here that we're talking about. The other one was we also got to do something which is kind of cool. We combined together 2 different concepts. And the 2 different concepts that we combined together was one of Fiore's scabbarded sword against the dagger, which is where the hands are like this against in a scabbard, as the image shows. And the other one was, but also combining that together with the Posto Sagittario, where drawing and then throwing the sword. So we didn't throw at a target here. The more goal right here was to throw and see if you could keep the sword level in the context of what it does. And it's interesting, the stuff that happens out here. So we'll be showing some of the footage of that as well. But the big thing about this right here is that please understand, we're not proposing that this is a good idea to do for anything. This is all for the study of the martial arts. These are done with sharp weapons. And that you need to respect not only the equipment, but the space, because that's why I call it a range of where you're going at. So please understand this. Don't try this at home. Understand that we did this here to, again, try to bring more light to the works of Fiore and understand some of the techniques that are out there. So with that being the case here, please, I'm going to be done talking. I'm just going to roll the footage here. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, share with a friend, and leave a comment below in regards to this footage. Very curious to see what you think about this and some of the things that may be coming out with this right here. Again, these are, this is how we get more information on this. But I'll close it out here. Enjoy the footage right here. And as always, stay safe, train well, and fight on. Enjoy the footage.
Suspended. The other ones are suspended from the back up. Right. Yeah. Suspended.
Mm-hmm.